All right, well, a bit of a rushed stream here, so please let me know if you're watching this, if the audio is sounding all right. It's looking to me like it's coming through, but you never know. It's been a while since we've done this. Last time, it was opening the Topps Luke Littler cards. A little bit before that, we had a whole bunch of boxes of the PDC Panini 2025 World Darts Championship release that came out in around November. So we sent 36 of those, 36 from the Panini set, off to SGC, one of the card grading services. From my perspective, right up there as reputable as PSA or Beckett, and I don't honestly remember the names of the rest of those services, but SGC, as you'll see here, with this SGC graded baseball card that I've got, has a nice modern looking case. Some folks like the black matte finish around the card. Others prefer the clear look of the PSA encapsulation. I dig this look, and for me the big thing is money and convenience. So SGC grading is $15 US all in, whether the card has an autograph on it or not. There's just one flat price that you pay for card grading, and then autograph grading and or authentication. But they only do, at least last time I was talking to them about this stuff, they will only grade autographed cards that are part of an autograph series, so like signed at the factory. They will not authenticate and grade cards. If you've like gone up to a player and gotten them to sign your card at an event or something, they will not grade those cards. At least they won't do the autographs on them, but they're certainly happy to grade the card itself, I'm sure. So here's what it looked like. So for this with this baseball card, we've got these two numbers here on the front. You see the 10, that refers to the grade of the autograph itself. So if I bring this up, we'll see if the focus kind of sustains. So you see that Anthony Volpe autograph here on this lovely rookie card, and then the other number, the 9.5, is the grade for the card itself. So when they're grading the card, they're looking at the edges, the quality of the edges. Are they crisp? Are they fuzzy? Corners, are they nice and creased? Are they bent or softened in any way? They look at the centering of the print within the borders on the card, and then they even take microscopes and look at the card surfaces themselves. They're looking for blemishes, print errors, stuff that the naked eye probably wouldn't pick up, but SGC is notoriously tough on their grading scale. So a 9.5, what I've heard anecdotally, is a 9.5 at SGC, might oftentimes be a 10 at PSA. Also worth noting that SGC has this half-step scale that PSA does not. So a PSA is either going to be a 10 or a 9, whereas SGC has this grade in between. So that's what an SGC graded and encapsulated card looks like. So let's go ahead. So what I've done, like I said, 36 cards, sent them off, gotten them back here. SGC actually advertises originally when I submitted these, a 5 to 10 business day turnaround time. It ended up taking 24 business days for them to get my order processed, and then another couple of days for it to get through the mail from Miami, Florida, or Boca Raton in the Miami area, right here to my house in Austin, Texas. So you'll see a list of cards here, and what I'm also going to do is try to pop down this front cam so you can see some of the pile and me transition the cards from. So I'm going to break this reveal down into 5 kind of categories, maybe really 4, just across a couple of stacks. So these first 9 cards that we've got are just parallels from the standard card design. So these are like the base card, the base design from the set, but with these numbered parallels that arguably have increased value due to that scarcity there. So here in this first pile, we've got these first 9 cards. So my lovely wife put these together for me. So we've got all of these face down in this order. So here we have ASP on the top here. I have not looked at these grades. They are available to me in my SGC dashboard, but I have not looked at them. So this is all going to be revealed to me for the first time. So let's take a look at this base purple parallel ASP number 42 out of 180. Beautiful. Love to start it with a 10 gem mint grade here. So one thing I did look at with these was I had Shelby, my wife, look through the grades and tell me overall how many 10s I got. So I'm looking at about half of these being graded 10. So love starting this off with the 10. And if I move this around under the light a little bit, you can see some of that that parallel, that shiny rainbowy color around the border. So lovely starting off with the 10 gem mint from the ASP. Number 2 here, we've got Gabriel Clemens. And so we'll go through this base set. Lovely, another 10 gem mint. So we'll go through these base cards, which there are about 16 or 15 of with the standard design, and that includes some crystal shards. And then we'll get into some of those more one-off designs. So the Legend of the Game, the Scoring Machine, the 9 Dart Club, and the World Champion Series. I've got a bunch of Littler cards here, which we'll do all together before the grand finale, which will consist of the autograph cards. Obviously, the cards with the autographs, hopefully will be the most valuable long term. So let's look at the third card here, and I forgot to put in the 10 gem mint for that Gabriel Clemens. And this green color are limited to 25, so this is card number 20 out of 25 in that green parallel. So here we have Rapid Ricky. So here I think what is blue out of 100, number 64. Beautiful, another 10 gem mint. Wow, if I hadn't actually spoiled myself with the grade count earlier, I would have been just maybe hoping for all 10s, honestly. These went right from the boxes that they were shipped in, right into protective sleeves. And if they don't grade as 10s, I gotta say it's not because of anything I did, but rather just how they came in the box. So here we have our first ding, 9.5. So SGC does not give grading notes. So some of the services will say exactly what they graded all of their criteria. They'll grade the surface, corners, edges, and print. Maybe I'm not exactly recalling the categories that they use, but they'll show you exactly on which of those attributes you lost points in the grade, and then the overall grade for the card will be the average of those criteria. So just know that we lost a half a point somewhere. Hard to guess for me where. Nothing obvious jumping out at me, but like I said, these things go under the microscope. So any little bit of imperfection there, a company like SGC grading it that carefully is certainly going to catch. So moving on, so with that 9 on that, and so then the 9.5 knocks it down from gem mint to mint plus as well on that descriptive scale. So the Pikachu, lovely, back at a 10 here. Up next, Rocky, Josh Rock, the red parallel, another half point lost. Now the Riot, Callan Rids, number 2/100 here. Back to the 10s. Ryan Searle before the last one of this first pile. Beautiful 10 gem mint in the green. And the first of the two numbered parallels for Jermaine Wadamena. Here we have a 9.5 on the purple. The purple in these base sets are numbered up to 180. The greens here that we had from Ryan Searle are out of 25. Blues here from Callan Rids are out of 50. And the reds here, like we have with Josh Rock, out of 100. Crazy convenient that I had them actually in that perfect order, all ready to showcase. So that is pile 1 done and dusted. Let's bring over pile number 2, which should start us off with the other Jermaine numbered, lower number here, out of 50. I think I might have said those numbers wrong actually last go. I think I said blue is 50 and red was on 100. It is the opposite. Anyway, lovely 10 grade here for Jermaine at the lower population, the red card. Woody Luke Woodhouse, and this will do it for our base card parallels, numbered to 180. 9.5. So if you're wondering what kind of stuff you can look for with regards to a grade, if you've got an ungraded card and you're wondering what it might get, first of all, I noticed that a bunch of these cards in the set have little crease indentations just along the lower border on the back side. It's not visible on the front side, but on the back side, it's almost as if someone took their nail and just kind of dug in and did a little 1/4 of an inch impression along the back of it. A lot of the cards I saw when I was really scrutinizing to try to decide what to send in, a lot of cards that had that blemish, that flaw at the bottom of them, all in kind of seemingly the same place, the same size. So I definitely think it's something that happened at the factory, maybe during the cut or something. But first thing to look at, certainly, because like I said, I caught that in a whole bunch of cards. Other than that, I mean, this, again, the corners look good here. Maybe there's just the slightest unevenness in the cut in this corner. But again, like I said, under the microscope, who knows? So now we're getting into these crystal shards. So as you'll see, these have just a different design. So it's still the photo from that base card, but instead of a colored border, it is this crystal kind of geodesic. I don't think I'm quite using the right word there, but you know what I mean. Something related to minerals. Same thing for Josh Rock, back to the 10s. Are we 2 for 2? No, our Josh Rock red parallel came in at the 9.5. Same design for Callan Rids. Another 9.5. Same thing for Ryan Searle, and this will do it for the shards. Lovely 10 out of 10 from Heavy Metal. And now we're starting with those parallel kind of alternate style cards. So here we've got the Peter Evison Legends of the Game, purple parallel numbered to 180. Again, dinged a point on, or half a point on that one. Now we're into the scoring machines. So we'll start it off with the Ferret. This card numbered to 180, number 69. Scores the 10. Now we'll have the same variant for Rob Cross, also purple variant out of 180. Lovely perfect score there. And finally, for the scoring machine numbered collection, the Heat, Damon Hedda, 151 out of the 180. And lovely, another 10. So I think higher density of 10s than I was expecting. I think it's just a share over half here so far for these first two piles. So now let me get into this browser and scroll down. Which is not the smoothest experience. Oh, there we go. I don't know what I have to do to get it to scroll. All right, lovely. That looks good for the back half of the collection here. So we'll start with cards 20 to 24. So this is the, we've got just a few of these other kind of standard issue cards. Then we've got all the Luke Littler stuff. Again, just the Panini cards here. The top Luke Littler cards will be submitted to PSA at the end of May, and I'll do a whole other video about that. That's a whole different thing because of the size of those cards being so thick. SGC will not grade them. They exceed their maximum thickness for what they're able to encapsulate. So PSA will be the way to go for those. It'll be whole bunch more expensive per card, but it certainly is what it is, and definitely feel like I've got to get those graded and encapsulated. Certainly if I'm doing all these, got to do the Littlers. So the Panini Littlers after this set, and then finally we'll close it off with the autograph cards, of which there are 5. So starting here with the 9 Art Club William Borland, for my money, my favorite 9-darter I've ever seen. It's probably stupid to say, oh, maybe I would have wanted a 9 on this one too, a 9 grade for the 9-darter. Either way, 9.5. Again, I'm not going to complain about these half points missing on the grades, because it is just, I have no idea where that's coming from, and I do believe it is quite hard, even from a brand new fresh pack, fresh box. It's certainly not something to take for granted, getting a 10 out of 10 on these cards. So next one for the 9-Dart Club, Gerwin Price. There we've got the perfect 10. Bully Boy, Michael Smith. Lower population for this one, number 25 out of 100. Again, losing half a point on the grading scale. John Part, actually, let's invert these. We'll do the John Part, purple out of 180. World Champion first. Lovely 10 for my fellow North American. And then now John Part in the lower population. This one out of 100. Not so fortunate. So again, losing the half point on that one. And now begins the Luke the Nuke collection. So starting with his with his base card, which I submitted 2 of, the scoring machine card, which I submitted 2 of, and then the next generation, I have 2 of the base next generation cards, and then one of these is the red parallel out of 50, which, if you remember watching the opening of the pack that contained that, I actually called that. As it was coming up, I was calling for a Luke Littler next gen, and I think I might have even specified red parallel, and in the next pack, maybe even just the next 4 cards, that's exactly what I put. It was pretty crazy. Fun times that evening for sure. So, really the thought with submitting multiples of these same cards is, of course, hoping that at least one of them is going to come back a 10. Are we going to get it right off the bat with our first base Luke Littler? Come on. No. 1 down, 1 to go for the base Panini PDC 2025 World Championship Luke Littler card. Come on. 10. No. Again. Unfortunate. That is, as you might imagine, from a collectible standpoint, from a long-term value standpoint, if you're into that sort of thing for trading cards and sports memorabilia. The Littlers are certainly something that you want to grade particularly well. And again, that's why I'm submitted all these base cards for Littler, and then I'm doing them just as their own reveal here. So let's see if we get any luckier with the scoring machines. Here we have the first of 2 scoring machine Luke Littlers. Again, these are not parallels. No numbers on these, just the base card. Unlucky once again. I am not happy with how this is going so far. 0 for 3 so far with the Luke Littler grades going for 10. Lucky number 4. Yes, there we go. All right, I would have been extremely bummed if we got through 4 of those without a 10. So moving on to the next gens. So we have 2 unnumbered, non-parallel next gens. Another half point lost in that one. And the final unnumbered Luke Littler before we get to the red parallel. So lovely, the base card of the next generation. Perfect scores all around. Can we get as lucky with the red parallel? This one, number 6, numbered to 50. I'm not feeling good about it, but I'd love to be surprised. Show me a 10. No, wow, terrible. A 9. This is the one. So as Shelby was looking through the grades, the grade list, she said they were pretty much even 9.5 and 10. And then she alerted me to the fact that there was 1 9. I am crushed that it is this one, my one numbered Littler, losing full-on points. SGC saying, no question, this is an inferior card. It breaks my heart. I'm looking closely for it. Looking closely for any sort of dings, any damage, anywhere I might have lost grading points. I don't know, maybe in this bottom corner here, if I look close enough and kind of squint a little bit, maybe I can see some roughness. Maybe there's the tiniest of creases. I don't know, but that is sure disappointing. The worst card being my only Littler numbered parallel. C'est la vie. So now down to the real sweet ones, the money makers, if you will. We've got 5 autograph cards here, and I will admit I did get spoiled on one of them. It's not this first one, the Roby John, so let's get through that. I think we got a couple to get through before I get to my spoiler. So Roby John Rodriguez here, autograph numbered to 50. I think it's the red parallel for the autograph cards. Come on, 10. Yes, lovely. That really is a beautiful autograph. Great signature. Writes it so cleanly. Unlike some of the other players' autographs that we've seen, which are just barely chicken scratch. Yeah. Anyway, not like my handwriting's so great, so I probably shouldn't be the one to judge there. I see I haven't even brought myself to provide the grade for that Littler Next Gen. Not even the Mint Plus, just Mint. It is catastrophic. I'm so bummed about that. Anyway, love to see the Littler or the Roby John 10 out of 10 there. Helps take off some of the sting, that is for sure. Robert Thornton, also not a spoiler for me. Do not know what we got here. This one, the purple parallel for the autograph cards, which are a population of 75. Oh, right, and also didn't put the grade for Roby John. So, Robert Thornton, Thorny, another lost point. Again, not going to really try to figure out where these points are lost. It is just, yep. I have no idea. Not gonna make a guess. John Part, love this one. Love that I got all these John Part number cards, the 2 numbered World Champion, and now here a Legend autograph. Hard to ask for much better cards from these packs. I was incredibly fortunate with what I pulled here. What have we got? 26 out of 75 in population. Oh no, another 9. I thought there was just the 1. I am getting dinged left and right. Well, now I'm getting actually really scared for the final card that we're going to reveal here. But first, here is the spoiler. So what SGC does on their app is in your list of orders, they will put a thumbnail of a graded card if the order has been completed. So not knowing this, I went to open up my SGC app to look at something else and happened to get a glimpse of the thumbnail card for the order on that main orders page, and it was the Shindy, and I am very happy to report it was a 10 out of 10. So positive spoiler for sure. And now last and very far from least, I believe this was the first autograph I pulled in these cards, which, as I kind of predicted at the time, it meant it was all downhill from there. The gold parallel on the World Champion autographed cards, Gezi. If there's one card in this collection I want to be 10, it was this one. I haven't been counting as we go along. I don't know if we're due for a 9.5 or if we're due for a 10. Come on, baby. Show me a 10. I don't want to watch. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. That would have been heartbreaking. Much more heartbreaking, honestly, even than the Luke Littler 9 on the red parallel there. This is really the money card from this collection. And wow, look at how good that looks with these World Champion cards. Being pretty much just a white card, right? Just like a white canvas with a portrait style photo inside of them. I think against these black SGC cases, they look fantastic. And honestly, I think even this darker card for Martin Schindler, I don't know, I still like the look of that in this black case. So, but not as much do I care about the case as I care about that number right there. So lucky. Really glad I got these done. So, like I said, next up will be in quite a long time because the PSA grading takes many months. But it will be the Luke Littlers that I will take to a grading event at the end of May. Send those in, and we'll see what we get back with the much thicker slabs that only PSA, I think, are able to encapsulate for us. So that's it. Very happy to end on this one, end on the high note. Thanks for checking it out, and